A new school year, and there is a new head principal for Fargo North. We are here today with Travis Christensen to talk about the school year that just started 2 days ago and a bunch of big things happening up north. How's it going today?
It's going well, Jordan. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, it's first week of school, so it's been a busy week.
Yeah, so how's the energy with that, the first 2 days back here?
High. Right? Real high. I think we got just over 1,000 students back with us, so kids are excited, teachers are excited, a lot of freshmen and new kids to our building, trying to learn their way around, and so it's been fun just getting to meet new kids.
Yeah, especially the freshmen. They went to the middle school, and now they're all awkwardly trying to make their way through the high school halls.
Right?
We've all been there. Yep, we have. It's a part of life. But speaking of, you were also just saying, it sounds like your school's growing. You have a pretty big class coming up the freshman year.
Yeah, we've got, like I said, about 1,050 students, which is up roughly 100 students from last year. But our freshman class is right around 320, which is as large as we've had there in my time there over the last 13 years. So it's exciting. You know, anytime your school's growing, it's an exciting time. And so, like I said, a lot of new, fresh faces that we're helping to try to figure out where their classes are, how to eat, how the lunchroom works, all of those high school things you got to get situated.
Yes,
first.
you do. And speaking of all those high school things that you have to be situated with, there is a big football game. What's high school without football going on tonight?
Yeah, Friday night lights are back, right? So we open up this week. Our football team hosts Valley City out on our turf field at North High. So I know our kids are excited to get out there. We had a home soccer game last night. There was probably close to 100 student fans there cheering on our kids. So it's a lot of those things that maybe they didn't have all the opportunities to do last year, and I think have really reminded them how not to take those for granted, right? And so I think we're gonna have a great crowd out there, and what a great way to kick off the school year.
Yeah, it is. Do you notice any difference in the energy with the students since they're able to do some of those things this year that they weren't able to do last year, like gather and watch those things?
I think, I think at least initially what we've seen is kids really taking advantage of that, right? And hopefully that continues. And that's been a message that we've conveyed to them yesterday when we had class meetings with all of our grade levels of don't take anything for granted. You know, this is your high school experience, and even your freshman, that 4 years goes by a lot faster than you think. So get involved right away, set the tone early, and be a part of the Spartan community.
Yeah, and try things that you maybe don't think that you would want to because you might love it. Then switching gears just a little bit, but also happening at your school, there's a program there where kids can do some hands-on learning with their shop class. They build a house, and then it gets donated. Do you want to just talk about that?
Yeah, so our Construction 2 class is really a capstone portion of our construction course levels, right? So generally it's seniors. We have 17 seniors in that class this year, and historically they've built a house. You know, they start, just yesterday I saw they were laying out the block foundation because obviously that house will get moved off, and that house has been sold in previous years. But this year it's actually a partnership with our local Habitat for Humanity program here in town. And so our kids are going to be instrumental in building this home, which then will actually be moved at the end of the build to a lot that Habitat for Humanity has, actually on the north side of Fargo. So it's a really cool deal, and we're going to obviously be a part of creating a new home for a new north side family, which our kids, I think, are going to have an awesome experience with.
Yeah, that's great in so many ways because one, there's an intense need for trade skills and those types of jobs, and then you're helping out literally your community. I mean, Fargo's a very large community, but specifically where these students come from, you know, the north side of town. So I think that's really awesome, actually, of everything that you're doing. And so what are some of the other things that you're excited for this upcoming fall semester?
Oh, I think, as we mentioned, the big thing is just getting kids back in the school, right, after the summer. And just trying to have that excitement level back of being around their friends, the social aspects, right, getting to see their teachers. I know at lunch periods this week, these past 3 days, our Booster Club, which is incredibly supportive, purchased a Spartan t-shirt for all students. So it's free to kids, that piece of, even if you're new here, you'd have nothing, at least you've got something that you're tied into and show some Spartan pride and feel like you're part of the group. So it's those things, I think, just setting the tone in the beginning of the year that is just fun to see kids light up and kind of relax and realize they enjoy being here.
Yeah, and so for you, this is your first year as the principal of
Correct.
North, and so it's slightly better than it was last year, but still kind of difficult. What's it like for you just trying to navigate? It feels like every day might be something new thrown at us.
Well, there's no doubt that we're all still dealing with the pandemic, right? I mean, not just here, but around the world. So we've still obviously got some things that are different than quote unquote normal. We are masked up in school. But as I've told our kids, really, when you look at last year compared to this year, we're operating really as a normal school year, just with masks on inside the building. A lot of those other things that we were needed to do last year are kind of off the table now. So it's I think kids have enjoyed that fact that it's a little bit more natural to them, and I think more than anything it's exciting for them to see back with their friends, back with kids they haven't seen in a long time, see their teachers. So the beginning of the year school energy is back for sure.
Yeah, best part of school, seeing your friends getting involved and making memories. So, all right, Principal Christensen, yes, thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely, Jordan. Thank you.
Yes, coming up here on today's show, Traditions Restaurant and Bar. They're in with our VNL Deal of the Week.